good morning. Quite a quick video this one, and I sort of touched on it before, but we have the app Vinted, which perhaps I'm a little bit behind everybody else getting it sorted. I know that a lot of you do use it, and it's basically, if you don't know what it is, basically a marketplace for sort of pre-loved items, for want of a better word, second-hand items, things people don't want perhaps, all sorts of bits and bobs like that. But it's quite a good app to have if you're wanting to sell perhaps more than anything else. But I have picked up some deals. Now, first of all, I thought Vinted was about clothes, so I'm like, I'm not really bothered. But then I saw a few other fellow YouTubers had bought dolls, and then other friends had said they'd bought other items. I'm like, I'll have a look. I did mention I bought something previously just to try it out. I bought the Monster High shoes. I said Monster High, they weren't. They were the Rainbow High shoes even. And I was really pleased with how the process was, how the transaction went. So I thought, well, go on, we'll have a go. So I have bought some other items. I have, whoa, let me get it right way around. I have a little selection of parcels here. Sort of dolly related, well, all dolly related really, but you know, I'm like, I've got a great book as well. So we're going to have a look at those, and we'll chat regarding sort of whether it's a good idea buying them this way, things like that. The only thing is I don't like putting card payments into my phone. I know there are ways you can have apps and things, but I'm a little bit nervous about doing that, so I haven't done it. But it does say to you, you put your card details in and it says, do you want to save it? I always put no. I don't know, perhaps I'm just a little bit overcautious, but I prefer to do through PayPal. Although saying that, is anything safe nowadays? I don't know, but I do prefer to do through PayPal, and they didn't do that. But I have got some great little sort of doll-esque, well, they're all doll, but they're not essentially meant to be doll. They're toy items, shall we say. I'll get there eventually. So we're going to go top down, have a look what's in my parcels. I'm really, really pleased with these purchases and the prices I paid. So I'll see you in a second, top down, to have a little nosy at what I've got. So here are my Vinted items, and having some of them in package, great. I just love some of these packaging. I've not seen these before. I could perhaps do with some like this myself when I send things out, because I think they do look quite cool. We're just going to go with whatever the top package is, so move that to one side, and da-da, that is what I got. Now, I know obviously I have bought these sort of the Zuru balls before. They are approximately £10 to get the mystery bag. And you know, after a while you're like, well, you're getting repeats, that's not great. So I noticed people were selling them on eBay and still charging about £10 each. I got these for £5 each, and just look at this one. This is so cute. It's got a little key ring there. I do love that. I just like the sparkly one. I didn't have either of these. This is why I did this. It was from the same seller. They had them as individual sales for £5, but then there's this thing called a bundle. So if you do want more than one thing from a seller, you put like a little request in, and they let you know sort of how much the postage is going to cost then. But I thought I was just getting the bags. I love that one. I've seen that one on photographs people have used for Cindy and that, and they look absolutely amazing. But they've packaged them so nicely. They've still got the little line, sort of like stuffing in them. I do love them. I really do love them as bags. But I thought perhaps I'd probably just get the bag. You know what people are like, you know, they're selling off. Perhaps their kids have played with them, they don't want them. But no, I got everything included. So I just love how tiny these are. I just love the brushes as well, because quite often, I know when I got, it was the Rainbow High ones, they got a little bit of stuff in there. They even got the stickers, they've even left the stickers in there. Their brushes are like sort of fake plastic ones. Look at these. These are actual, proper little makeup brushes. How cute are they? We have some sunglasses. This is one of my favorites, little powder compact. Look at that. Oh, I'm nearly dropped it. Ah, my brush is on the floor, but I know where it is. We've got a little sort of moisturizer. I mean, I have some of these from some of my other bags, but I do think they are lovely, and that one's very similar. So I've got loads of sunglasses at the moment. We've got a little pot of cream there as well. In fact, there's a couple of stickers in. I don't think there was in the original. I bet they've popped them in from the bags that they've kept. So that is really nice. They were great sellers. I'm not quite sure why that's stuck on like that. Let me get rid of that. It's all sticky. Really went well. Paid. It just, everything, it tells you the whole process. It tells you when the person's received your order, it tells you when they answer you, and then it tells you when they've posted it. It was really, really good. And I've got 2 little bags there for £10 that I would have paid £10 each if I'd gone on eBay for So keep an eye out for things like that. So I'm really, really pleased because that almost finishes my collection of my tiny bags. Right, the second one, ta-da! I've not even opened this. I'm sure I'd opened it. It must have resealed itself. It must have resealed itself. Right, so we have, ta-da! I know I've been collecting things for my toy shop, but again, it's always that, oh, what am I going to get? And I wanted specific things, and I saw these, and how could I resist SpongeBob? Just look at those. Are they not just the cutest? And then we have a little Pets Alive puppy. And we also have a very nice My Little Pony one there as well. Now these, again, they were £1 each. £1 each, which is brilliant because I could choose what I wanted. And this particular seller had lots and lots and lots. So I picked out 4 I wanted, asked for a bundle price. They told me it was really quick and easy. And as it's so much better, isn't it? You can choose what you want. Again, if you go on eBay, you're going to be paying more than £1 each. So over the moon with those. So they were my second little Vinted things. I'm pleased with those. Now I'm just going to pause the video a second because my daughter's trying to call, but you won't really see that gap. I'll see you in a second. Well, I'm back. The phone call was only a second. I just needed to check what she was doing though, because we're supposed to be meeting to go shopping. But we're back. As I mentioned, we've got these gorgeous bags. I got £5 each. What a bargain. And these little guys at £1 each, and the bundle, which was great. Now I have another one here. Again, doll related, but slightly different. Now I know I crochet. I know my mum knits, but I couldn't resist this little outfit. It is for a Blythe. Now off the top of my head, I can't remember if I paid £11 I think it was, or was it £10? Something like that. But I understand the work that goes into these items as well. And I just thought it was just the cutest. They even left it on a little coat hanger. Look at that. So we have this little blue dress, which is beautifully done. It has some little press studs there. And the hat, I loved the hat so much. So we have a little hat and a little matching scarf. And they had it on their doll when they showed it. And I just thought, that is just going to look adorable. Just have to have that little outfit, a perfect winter outfit. And I know some of you are going, oh, you paid what, £11 for that? But you can pay a lot of money for these items, and I know how much work has gone into that. There is hours of work making that, and I'm really over the moon with it. She did have some others, but this was the one that shouted to me, because again, you know what I'm like about variegated yarn. Well, you might not if you don't watch my crochet videos, but I do have a thing about sort of the variegated yarns, and I do love the effect that they create. So I'm looking forward to dressing my Blythe in this later today, so I'm going to take some photos of her. So I'm really pleased with that. So that is my third Vinted item. And my last one is this, which isn't really for me, because as you can see, it says knits for Barbie. I don't knit. I can knit. I don't knit. I don't like knitting. But my mum does my knitting for my dolls. And this book I saw, ages and ages ago. And it was something like £50 for this book. And I'm like, I don't think so. So I know somebody was selling some of the patterns, so I downloaded some of the patterns. But I still thinking, oh, it'd be nice to have the book, wouldn't it? This cost me £3.50. Exceptional. I did go on eBay to double check prices because I'm thinking £3.50 seems a bit cheap. Perhaps I'm remembering the wrong book or something like that. And I did go on eBay to check. And again, you were looking £25 to £30. So £3.50. And it is an amazing, amazing doll book. I mean, the crochet item, that shows because I crochet all the time now. The knitted items in here are absolutely gorgeous. We've got Barbie doing a bit of her own knitting there. So, my mum knows I've got this. Sort of an ulterior motive buying a present, really, isn't it? Oh, look, a Christmas jumper. I said I wanted some Christmas jumpers for the dolls. That'd be perfect. So, I think my mum's going to have her sort of knitting duties. But there's some gorgeous things. Oh, look at that stripy one. That's really, really nice. In fact, thinking about stripy, can't think of the word, scarves. I do need a little tiny one. That I was going to crochet, but I don't think it works in crochet. I need a tiny weeny Doctor Who scarf for one of my dolls. Look at these. These are absolutely beautiful. Really nicely done things. Oh, somebody has, have they written that in? They didn't notice that. They didn't say anything about that. Let me just quick flip through. Oh, look at that. Is that lovely? Right, I'm just looking. I think that has been written in. I don't think it was originally printed. I mean, it's very neatly written in. But saying that, sometimes if there's an error on the pattern, sometimes people will do that. So it might be a helpful thing. Yeah, it is, because you can see where it's rubbed. I think they've only done that in a couple of places. But again, £3.50 for the book is just so good. That's nice. It's weird. I mean, I quite like that one, actually. I don't knit, as I say, but sometimes I think the item needs to be knitted. I love that cardigan. Oh, can you imagine that? She could have that cardigan and then she'd be having that bag. That would look really nice, wouldn't it? Sort of, it's that sort of look, isn't it? So, yeah. Oh, look, we've got that. So that's for Ken. That'd be great. But again, that'd be an oversized one for Cindy or Barbie. Oh, they're quite nice. So yeah, lovely book. Really pleased with that. I mean, it says there's 75 exquisite knit patterns in there. Reckons it's clear and easy to read for knitters of all levels. And if there's anything else on there, no, I don't think so. But yeah, a book. I would not have thought, oh, I'll go on Vinted to get a book, but it is worth checking it out. But this was my Vinted finds then. I am really happy. Obviously, there's all the little bits that come out of the bag as well, which I've sort of spilt everywhere. But definitely keep an eye on it. Obviously, double check when you're doing something. Make sure you are getting a bargain. Make sure the seller's got good reviews, all that sort of thing. But I am really pleased with my Vinted buys. And I think now Vinted as an app on my phone is something I will look at even before I look on eBay, and then I'll just confirm, because some things on eBay are just getting silly. But hope you enjoyed that. It was just a little bit throw it in between video. It sort of covers all sorts of things. So I'm going to go now. If you do enjoy my videos, please like, subscribe and share, and click on that notification bell. I know I'm a little bit of a mixture of videos, obviously with my crochet, with my doll items, with dolls, there's all sorts. But if you like a bit of all sorts, that is what you will see. So thank you for watching. Pop a comment below and I'll see you all very soon. Bye bye for now.